What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So, I am 1 week. By the time you guys see this video, I'm actually like 3 days away from hitting the road on my chopper, riding this thing on a 1,200 mile trip, and I'm bringing you guys along, right? So, in today's video, we're going to go out and we're going to do a little bit of final testing on the chopper. I'm pretty confident the bike's squared away, but there's always that little nagging in the back of your mind. So I've done a couple things. I fixed an oil leak on the bike, so the oil feed line had a small tear in it, and we went ahead, we fixed that. We actually rerouted the line and changed the oil again on the bike. I mentioned in my last video, I believe, that I actually went and dissected the oil filter, and everything in there looks fine. So I'm confident the bike can make it, but I'm always planning for failure. So me and the wife, we've been poring over, like, what's the plan here? So we've gone over some options, right? If the bike breaks down, what am I going to do? Do I rent a truck? Do I do what? We passed around the idea, it was kind of my idea, but we passed around the idea of pulling the engine out of this Sportster, taking the tools in the engine, putting them in one of our big shipping crates that we have around here, and packaging it up. And if something happens, she could even overnight me the engine, and I could just swap it out and continue the trip. We're not going to do that. So I am on God's good graces on this trip, and if the bike makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to go take the bike out today, burn up another tank of gas, and just be a little more certain that things are working as they should. So let me show you guys what I did with that oil line. After I get back today, I've got to lube the rear chain. I don't have a front chain. I have to lube the chain again, and everything's pretty much done. So whether it makes it or not, it is what it is. Either way, I'm going to share it with you guys. It's an experience, right? So one thing I kind of struggle with is wanting to control the outcome of things. Like, I have plans for everything, and I have backup plans, and I have backup plans. So a trip like this, same way I did it last year, where I give all that up. I have nothing planned for this trip. My goal is to get to the lowbrow get down. If I don't get there, so be it. If I do get there, so be it. There's no hotel booked, no stop point, nothing, right? So the lowbrow get down, it's a camping trip, so I'm taking my camping gear. If I have to camp on the side of the highway, so be it. So pushing myself out of this comfort zone of always having a plan for everything and just trying to get this figured out. So let me show you guys what I've done with this oil line. So originally there was a straight fitting that came out of here, and the line fed down, and something, I don't know if road debris or whatever, put a small tear in that line, and it was actually leaking oil at highway speeds. Now we've got a 90 degree on there, and the line runs down this frame rail, and it's secured to that, and hopefully nothing leaks. So that's what I'm going to go try today, is just go ride for about an hour, hour and a half, see if anything leaks. Everything else on the bike's looking good. Battery tie down's holding, no other leaks. I did put my mini floorboards, just a little comfort item, on there. I'm also on this trip going to be taking my Airhawk pad. I don't feel like I need it, but it really takes up no space in the bag, so rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So this sissy bar is going to take a little bit of a beating. The paint's kind of been coming off from bungee cords, so I expect when I get back from this trip to have to strip this sissy bar off and repaint it and see if I can find a little more durable paint or some option. I don't want to pay to have it powder coated, so we'll get that figured out. But I'm going to shut the hell up, and we're going to hop on this bike and get at it. Alright guys, so I just got back. I rode for about an hour and a half. Did 60 miles, most of that at highway speeds. I just opened the oil tank up. The oil looks great. I'm seeing no issues there. Usually I would have a rather large puddle of oil on top of the battery, and there is 0 leak. So that leak I've been chasing, it actually ended up being just a small split in that oil line, so that's all squared away. Pulled the spark plug out. I don't know if that'll focus. It's a bit rich, but I would rather be a little bit rich than a little lean, because you're not making peak power when you're rich, but when you're lean, you're exposing your engine to more heat and more potential damage. So I'd rather be a little rich than lean. Overall, I also put a bore scope down in there and just looked at my pistons, made sure everything looked good. The bores, everything looks fine. So overall, I'm ecstatic. Again, I don't know if this bike's going to make it. I really hope it does. Either way, it's going to be a great story to share. So, speaking of sharing things, guys, as we all know, it's getting hard out here for every one of us. Gas prices, if you're on a motorcycle, you're looking at $6.25 a gallon for premium, if not more, depending on where you're at in the country. It's getting hard out there. So, I'm sure I'm not the only content creator who's like struggling to create content, because every time I go to take a bike out, it's 30 or 40 bucks in fuel to go shoot a video. So I'm trying to bring you guys the content, and there's a lot of trips that I want to take, but unfortunately, with the way our economy is right now and the current state of our country, it's just very difficult. Me and the wife are looking at a trip. It was a 3-day trip, I think, maybe 4 days, 3 nights, and the hotel was going to be cheaper than the gas. So it sucks. If you want to help out, though, I do have channel memberships. They're $2.99 a month. My videos will always be free. Nobody is obligated to join the channel, but it is greatly appreciated. I also have a link to my personal PayPal if you want to make a donation to the channel and help the content. Again, nobody's obligated. I appreciate everything, and the best way you can help the channel is by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, liking the videos, and commenting. Commenting is a huge one. All that helps, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So while you're at it, while we're there, do the whole like, comment, subscribe thing. You guys know the spiel. But the bike's squared away. I'm super excited. Is this going to be an easy trip? By no means. That's kind of why I'm intrigued to do it. I have this beautiful Indian sitting here that I could hop on and easily do this trip. But I'm going to do it on this hard-tailed chopper. And everybody keeps telling me that, oh man, you're going to need a chiropractor when you get back. Oh man, you're not going to be able to do it, blah, 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 blah. And these are limitations that people are imposing on themselves. Don't try to limit other people because you limit yourself. So, yeah, it might suck, but it's going to be a great memory. So I'm going to get out of here. Again, I love each and every one of you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.